3, 2, 1. Woo! Welcome back to episode 63, baby, of the Save Point podcast. And you know what they say about episode 63? They say, God, yeah. They also say, it's Darius Day. I'm going to have to boost that in post because you can never hear it when I play that. It's just Darius.
I wonder if there's a bass boosted version.
Oh, there would be. And we're back. Episode 63, baby. Next week is going to be the best episode we ever do because 64 is the best number. But this week is episode 63 and we're here and we're going to do some crazy stuff. This time we're doing Game Awards. Well, Game Awards isn't out yet, but the nominees finally are. So we're going to go through those and we're going to talk about other stuff. But here we go. Let's get into it.
List.
None of this fluff. None of this talking about fucking Metallica. No one was watching that shit. All right. So let's look at some of the nominees for different categories for the Game Awards. Do we care about best esports team?
No.
No. Let's not look at that. Do we care about best esports athlete? No. Best esports game?
I'm partial.
Let's have a look. So the nominees for the best esports game are Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and Valorant. What the fuck is Mobile Legends Bang Bang?
I don't know, but I've had two friends get very excited that it got nominated, and I still don't know what it is.
Are they weebs?
No.
Do you want to think a little bit longer about that?
One of them's Brendan.
Are they weebs?
Store Brendan.
Okay.
Oh, he's a big mobile gamer though, so that makes sense.
What, Chi? No. The problem I have with this...
It never changes?
Yeah, best esports game is, literally there's barely any new big esports games in a year. So it's like, oh, we got it this year. Oh, we got it again 4 years later. Oh, we get it.
Like, Rocket League esports is fucking top tier. I expected that to be up there. It's been up there a few years, but nothing crazy. Marvel Rivals is also out. That's got a competitive scene.
I guess they've got to be the bigger ones that actually draw crowds. I'm just going to say CS. Counter-Strike's like the only game that I think I consistently still see. Like,
if we're going to go with just ones that are competitive, I would expect to see like Street Fighter or something up there, honestly.
Oh, like all the Evo games, they never do. Because I think when they do like best esports game, they're always doing like the ones that fill massive arenas consistently, and it's not like just waiting for Evo each year or small comps.
They're normally like team games as well. They're not just a solo, because then it would be like the athlete thing. All
right, well let's sack that off and let's go back to look at them. Oh fuck, do I have to do this every time? All right, so content creator of the year. I reckon we have a look at this.
I don't know any of them.
You don't,
but everyone else watching the podcast does.
Okay, so the content creator of the year is either... Who the fuck is that?
What, the burnt peanut or this guy?
No, this guy. I don't know who that is.
Looks like an announcer of some sort,
He looks like it. I don't know. Kai Cenat, Moist Critical, Sakura Miko, and the burnt peanut. This is a very weird list, I won't lie.
It is a very weird list.
I know one person on there. I recognize one other name on there.
Who do you know?
I know Moist Critical.
Yeah, and
I recognize Kai Cenat.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So Kai Cenat's like the biggest streamer, or like one of the biggest streamers you can see. Moist Critical. I like his stuff, but at the same time, his stuff is just him talking in front of a camera. He's got a cool personality. He was in Dispatch.
Yeah.
But
he definitely seems like very switched on for like...
Yeah, switched on, chill guy, but he doesn't have anything like super creative, informative, I guess you could say.
I've definitely found some of his stuff
he's very consistent and it's good. I mean, informative is the wrong word.
Yeah.
It's always the same stuff, and that's not necessarily bad, but I'm not ever thinking of like, oh, content creator of the year, like he did anything crazy anything that was new. That wasn't just like, oh, this situation is crazy.
Yes, true.
I'm surprised Speed's not on this list.
Yes, I'm surprised Speed's not on.
This year is going like worldwide with like China and the States and stuff. I thought that would have been up there. But Peanut's making moves.
Yeah,
I have no idea who
I've seen him like here and there. I like some of his stuff. Some of it I was like, this is a bit cringe, but also he seems fine. Like, good on him.
He's leading a revolution in Arc Raiders at the moment.
Oh, really?
They've got like Ninja and like all that are getting into it as well. There's now like clans if you wear the same like outfit in game, and you're all making like sort of like teams and that, and then you're just bullying the hell out of whoever's not wearing the skin in the lobby. Make sure you're affiliated with the right squad.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's like a massive turf war.
Oh,
No idea what the skins mean or anything like that. I saw like a whole thing yesterday about it. I was like, that could be really interesting. It's just random solos just getting beaten up and killed
because
they're just wearing some random skin.
Oh, God. And Sakura Miko, I have not seen that VTuber in a long time.
I thought VTubers kind of died off.
Nah, VTubers are still very big. Yeah. I still think the biggest Twitch streamer might still be fucking Iron Mouse.
That's a name I haven't heard since probably we did this last year.
Yeah, I think she still gets like real big views. It's not really my thing.
No.
But I mean, like, good on them, and like, fuck it, if you're making stuff, you're making content.
It's easy content, I would say.
I think Kai Snap will just win because he's probably the biggest.
There's that VTuber.
There, who knows?
There's that VTuber guy who is Lego Batman. Have you seen any of his stuff?
No, I haven't seen that.
He's really cool. He's like, he has like a full minifig set up and all that for his character, like his actual persona thing, and then he just presses a button, it turns into the Batcave, and he has all the Lego Switch noises.
That's cool.
He's actually really cool.
That's really cool, but sadly, because it's a copyrighted character, they probably won't.
No.
You probably won't be able to get super far with stuff.
No.
Most anticipated game. Let's have a look at this.
Without even clicking on it, I know what it's going to be.
All right, so 007 First Light,
I'm very
GTA
keen.
6, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, and Witcher 4. Yeah, I mean, it's got to turn your fucking phone off.
It should have been on silent.
Yeah, it's like most anticipated game. It's going to be GTA 6. It just is.
Yeah, I had quite a few people argue to me that they didn't think GTA should have been on that list.
It's not on that list. GTA is on that list.
Yeah.
Fuck you. No.
To be fair, it's been on the list for the last 3 years?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was only one person actually took that as a stance though. The other two were just saying, it's too big. I don't think it should be on there. It's like,
It's too big.
It's not.
How is it too big to be on the most
I
anticipated
get what they're
game?
trying to say, but no.
It's not what indie game are you most excited for. I'm very keen in for 007. Just because
you are the only person that seems to be.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. The stuff I've seen seems cool.
It's like Hitman-esque. But
Something different. That's what I like.
It looks good.
Yeah.
I watched the full gameplay thing they did for one of the missions when they released it at like their showcase thing.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Watch Dogs sort of vibes with like you being able to control stuff with your phone and turn off camera flashes and
Things like that, yeah. Wolverine, I mean, that will be cool, but
it's going to be like...
also, is most anticipated for games coming out next year? Because I don't think Wolverine or Witcher 4 is supposed to come out next year, is it?
Well, it doesn't mention that it has to be next year. It's just an announced game that has demonstratively illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward.
Say that 4 times fast.
It's just going to be GTA 6. All right, well, let's get on to the next one.
Oh, yeah. Wolverine's 2026.
Oh, really?
If
Okay.
Witcher's out next year, that'll be good. I might actually finish Witcher 3.
That will be a good year if those 5 coming out next year. That's going to be good.
Big if.
Yeah,
I think
if.
the only one there that will come out is probably Res Evil.
All right. Game Award, Best Adaptation. This is for games turned into TV shows, movies, whatever.
I have a very big problem with this.
Number 1 is the Minecraft movie, then Devil May Cry, then Splinter Cell Death Watch, Last of Us Season 2, and Until Dawn. Honestly, I feel like a Minecraft movie's going to win.
It has to.
And not even necessarily because I feel like it's the best thing there, but I feel like this could be a really good PR marketing mood for the Game Awards to push that. Like they talk about Minecraft, try and get some more buzz and people looking at the Game Awards thinking it's a bit more of an official thing.
And then they win the award, and then they're like, here's the Minecraft 2 teaser.
That is exactly what I was going to say. That it's going to be Jack Black or someone go up and
if they have Jack Black or
Jason Momoa.
Thank you. I was about to call him Kyle, and I have no idea why.
He does give off Kyle energy in that.
Yeah.
If they had both of them turn up to like accept the award and then drop the teaser, big PR move. Yes, I have an issue with this category this year because there's a missing a movie that came out last year. And it's like, why is it not on there?
When you say last year, when do you mean last year?
2024 or 2025?
2024.
Okay, so that's why it's not on here.
But it was after last year's Game Awards.
What was it?
It was a Sonic 3.
I saw people talking about that, but also, no. Fuck off.
It definitely did better than a couple of the things on there.
Die.
Like Splinter Cell Death Watch.
Die. Yeah, did you end up finishing Death Watch?
No, I cancelled my Netflix.
Did you watch Death Watch? Well, you can't comment on it then, saying that's worse than Sonic 3.
I haven't heard a single person other than you talk about it.
I've seen more about that. I know you just like Sonic because it's Sonic.
I mean, you're not wrong on that, but also
Yeah.
I think it should have scored higher than that. I feel like
It's not
it should
scoring
be
anything.
on the list.
Scoring. It's just what they think could be. Like, at the same time, the best adaptation, Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 was probably in there. So if you're trying, I mean, like, that doesn't mean it shouldn't be on here again. But surely it's got representation at some point.
And also, this is best adaptation. I don't know anyone who liked Until Dawn. They changed it from the story for the game to like make it more like a movie-esque thing. A lot of people didn't respond to that well.
Also, would you, like, Sonic doesn't really adapt the games much. It just has the characters in new situations, right?
It does more so than the Minecraft movie, I would argue.
No,
Yeah, but
'cause it's
Minecraft doesn't
literally-
have a story. Sonic's got a story. That's the reason.
that
I love
world building in the Minecraft movie is better than the Sonic.
Maybe.
Because it's,
Maybe. You know
because
what?
it's Sonic in our world, not in. If it was the other way around, maybe.
Maybe they would have put Sonic on there if it was written by someone cool like Ken Penders. All right.
No. No. Very much no.
All right. I think it will go to the Minecraft movie. Do you think that as well, Brock?
I mean, of the ones that are there,
Yeah.
it's going to be either Minecraft movie, maybe Last of Us Season 2, but I think...
no,
the
I don't
Minecraft
think it'll be
movie-
Last of Us 2 because I feel like Season 2 of Last of Us didn't even have the polarizing effect that the show did, where people were trying to defend it saying it was different. Everyone just stopped watching it. I don't know anyone who was like, yeah, that was there's a different way they did things.
Were we talking about that last night or this morning?
It was sometime.
As soon as the thing happened at the start of that show, which is what I said,
Sorry, just click on the previous one rather than going back to...
well, we don't want to look at all of them though, Brock.
Yeah, but I don't know what the next thing is, but we'll look at it. Okay. So, next award is Best Multiplayer. We've got Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction. I feel like this is going to go to Battlefield 6.
It should. With all the hype Arc Raiders is getting, I dare say they'd both be in contention.
Yes,
but
I would not be surprised if Arc Raiders gets this just because of recency bias.
Yeah.
Not because it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad.
But it's just the newest
But
kid
it's
on
the
the block.
newest thing. Yeah, exactly. Elden Ring Night Rain, I don't think it will. People have said that's fun, but also gets boring, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
And no one's really going on about it. Peak was a...
It was a streamer game. It was big for 2 months and then it's
And that,
disappeared.
exactly, yeah. And
And-
Split Fiction was... It was fun, but it's not on the levels of these.
But I also wouldn't call Split Fiction, yes, technically multiplayer. Okay, it says including co-op there. I was going to say that's definitely a co-op experience rather than...
Yeah, I would tend to say co-op, like have a different category that was
Yeah.
co-op.
There's
All
just
right.
not that many games to fill it.
Yeah. So we think that for best multiplayer game this year, the award will probably go to Battlefield 6.
Just by sheer
Most
numbers.
likely.
but
Yeah.
Arc Raiders a
And-
very possible
Yes.
contender.
And we think Arc Raiders could be there as well.
Which I did get again, and I'm heavily enjoying it. So,
So you're just dumb.
yeah, apparently.
Okay. The next award, best sports racing game.
God, yeah.
So we've got EA Sports FC 26, F1 25, Mario Kart World, Rematch, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I think this is the most mix-matched, dumb
It
category.
Really is, yeah.
These games are all so different from each other. Mario Kart and Sonic are very similar, but what the fuck is going on with the rest of this?
I mean, F125 is at least more similar to Mario Kart and Sonic than
No.
than like football.
Just because
and
there's
that.
cars in it.
Mario has never hit me in my chin with my own steering wheel based on the force feedback setting I've got turned on.
You bought the correct wheel.
I did, yes, but I'm also not getting that with Mario unless I get a controller thrown at my head.
Yeah.
F1 compared to 24, F1 25 is hectic. EA have an FC is the same game as always been. It just looks better
It's
and
a
things
new
cost more
FIFA.
money. Sonic Crossroads, yeah, sure, it's cool. It's no Sonic Riders. Rematch was fun. Control schemes were so shit.
Yeah, I never touched Rematch. I was tempted because I really liked Sifu.
Yeah. I remember we saw
Similar,
we saw
nothing
the
like
trailer
Sifu.
for it in the
It's the
last
same
Game
developer.
Awards. We saw the trailer for Rematch in the last Game Awards. After that, I think I heard you talk about it once, but nothing else.
No, we got a
Yeah.
code from Switch, I think it was, and it was okay. The controls to do anything cool, like you'd expect, L1 square, L1 triangle to do something like a pass or a cool pass. Not that similar. You got to hold sprint. If you don't know that, you can't do this move, and it's just a bit.
Yeah.
It's a little bit too complicated. Even on PC, it didn't make it any easier. I've seen a lot of people have a lot of fun with it once you get down the moves for it, which is a lot of those muscle memory. But yeah, I couldn't catch my attention.
I don't see Mario Kart winning this at all. That game was the only reason it got traction was because it was the only new thing for the Switch.
Yeah.
The Switch 2 when it launched. I would love for Sonic Racing to win it, but I do recognize that is just bias. It's a good game.
As long as you recognize that. It'll be Mario Kart or Sonic that wins, I think, out of the best sports/racing game.
Yeah, I don't know.
It won't be the other ones.
I
It
don't
just
want
won't.
FC to win it. F1, I don't mind if that wins it. Rematch.
The
sure,
F1 game
cool.
won't win. Rematch won't win. It didn't have enough traction, I don't think. And EA Sports FC won't win. It's fucking FIFA. It's the same thing for nearly 30 years.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'd be very surprised if F1 did win, but yeah.
All right. Next category. We've got best sim/strategy game. So we've got Final Fantasy Tactics, Ivorless Chronicles. We've got Jurassic World Evolution 3, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Tempest Rising. Never heard of that.
No, neither.
The Alters and 2 Point Museum. I have heard of 3 of these games.
Yeah.
And that's the first 3. I have never heard of Tempest Rising, The Alters, or 2 Point Museum.
The only one I haven't heard of is Tempest Rising.
Really?
Yeah, you're a weirdo though. I think Jurassic World might win that just because how much everybody loves those games.
I have seen that popping off, but at the same time, it's Civ. I would not be surprised if Civilization.
But nobody liked this when it came out. It got
Really?
review bumped hard because they changed.
I'm so out of the loop when it comes to strategy games.
Because I was really excited to get it, and I was talking to Brendan at work, and he goes, he really enjoys those games, but this one changed just too much.
Yeah, in a bad way.
And it was like, go play Sid 6, and if you like it, try it. But it's not at all. And Steam reviews got tanked for it.
Tempest Rising looks very Command and Conquer-ish to me.
Yeah, I see that.
I get that sort of vibe. It looks very PS1.
I didn't
PS2
think that
game
the
art
Alters
graphics.
was a strategy game.
What is that? It looks like, is it like a Sims ripoff?
Is it like a Silicon Valley ripoff?
No, from memory, you play as, I think he's just called John or something, or Greg, or some generic name.
My dad.
And you, you basically, I think you're like a crashed spaceship maintenance man or something. And in order to operate different parts of the spaceship, he keeps splitting himself or cloning himself, and each clone has a slightly different personality.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah,
each one can
now.
operate different parts of the ship. And it wasn't a direct control game. It's like, cool, I cloned myself and made the lab assistant guy. He can operate the lab and make me samples and do all this other sort of stuff. So they're all you, but they're just slightly different versions of you. I could be misremembering what it was, but I'm fairly certain that's what it was.
I reckon Jurassic World Evolution 3 will win best sim strategy game.
Yeah.
I reckon that.
I like the look of the picture there for 2 Point Museum. That's all I've got to go on.
Yeah,
though.
that's the same. That's
Yeah,
all.
It looks cool.
It's
I
been
know.
the same as all the other 2 Point games where it's
I
just
don't know what the fuck a 2 point game is. So let's go on to the next thing.
Okay.
Yeah. We have got best family, not best family game. What is the award for best family? So we've got Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyages, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction. I didn't touch those Lego games. That Lego Voyages one, I remember seeing the thing for that. I didn't know it came out.
I didn't know it came out either.
Lego Party, I only knew was a thing maybe 3 days ago because that is a game you can play on Netflix.
Really?
It's like a Mario Party style game, and it's co-op multiplayer. I think it's online multiplayer. I think you can play with other people on Netflix.
I didn't realize that Donkey Kong Bonanza had multiplayer or...
At what point? We're not talking about multiplayer.
It's the best
game,
family. Family appropriate game.
Yeah.
The guest game appropriate for family play. Every other game on there has multiplayer.
That's
Not the point.
not the point.
You can play Pokemon with your family. You all make, what movie should we do? Do this. You sit around and play the game together. It doesn't have to be you all play it at the same time.
I think for best family game, they might.
It'd have to be a Nintendo game.
I think Bonanza might win.
I'd hope it does.
I think it might. You could also say Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I
Split
don't know.
Fiction.
I feel like they're going to push something like Donkey Kong where they'll be like, oh, it's an adventure for everyone to play.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
mean, that's
that same type of
Nintendo's
thing.
stick is
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Like, we are the best family-friendly
Rated
company.
E for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Okay.
You know what? I did forget the new Lego Batman game's coming out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't know
Yeah.
when, but I just remembered then looking at Lego Party. I was like, that's going to be really fun.
All right, let's do the next one. Best fighting game. Oh, they keep cutting out game. Okay, but best fighting game. We've got 2XKO, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage.
It's a mouthful.
The game I've heard the most out of this year is probably the Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. I heard a lot about this Fatal Fury game. I think it's because it's had a bit of a revitalization for the first time in ages. I forgot that the Riot fighting game came out because that's just a League of Legends fighting game, isn't it?
I
2XKO.
So.
I mean, even looking at the art,
much.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, that's Echo down the front.
Yeah.
And that little rat thing, I can't remember what his name is.
I feel like, at least from what I have seen this year, Fatal Fury might win this.
Yeah, I don't know what to pick from there. Like, two of them seem to be... I don't know... I know the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection was literally the old games just in one big collection. I don't know if they added anything to it.
I know
they did...
Like behind the scenes things.
Yeah, I know they
extras.
did add some content to the Capcom Fighting Collection. There's like a bunch of games that were never released in the West on there as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think there were. But they also had like more content and unlockables and stuff for different games.
I feel like the only one there that was like I don't know about Virtua Fighter 5. I didn't really hear much about that. And the 2XKO, I didn't even know that came out. I feel like Fatal Fury, at least from what I've seen, is the only like, hey, this is a new fighting game, and it's just like a new game. But I think Fatal Fury City of the Wolves will probably win best fighting game this year. You guys,
I'm happy to back you on that.
Yeah, cool. I haven't looked into much fighting games this year.
All right. Next category, we've got Best RPG. And we've got Avowed, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, and The Outer Worlds 2.
This isn't even going to be a contest.
I don't know. I would not be surprised. I think Clair Obscur Expedition 33 will win, but I would not be surprised Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 just because people are pushing that as the underdog game this year. For the Game Awards, yeah, I feel like
for this category, definitely. For the other ones it's been nominated for, it's not going to win. I think, yeah.
Actually, I could see the inverse though as well.
Yeah.
I would see it as the opposite of like Clair Obscur to me would be the underdog because Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 got picked up by a bigger publisher.
No. I mean, it might. Yeah, you're probably right. What Deep Silver? Yeah, but Clair Obscur, man, the love this game gets and how many people talk about it. That doesn't mean it's not. I suppose. It's community voted.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like you're saying, I think it could be a reverse sweep and I get everything and then...
It won't be Monster Hunter Wilds. People have talked about that game like crazy this year, but I also forgot it came out this year. I thought it was last year.
I thought it was last year.
Definitely not going to be Avowed.
But I was just about to say, good job to Obsidian. They've got 2 games nominated. They got Avowed and The Outer Worlds 2. But also...
They're both mediocre.
Yeah, they're not bad, but they've definitely been a bit of a...
They're not even like sleeper hits. They're ones that like they're fun to play while you're playing them, but the second you stop playing them and play anything else, you forget about them.
Yeah, you don't go back to them.
I did uninstall Avowed after the first 3 hours I played because I was like, I really like what this game could be, and then I was like, I'm playing something else.
Could
now.
be.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I think for best RPG, we're all thinking that best RPG this year is going to be Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Yes.
And I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like, in what world is it going to be?
I would like to see Kingdom Come get up there, but
I think it'll win something else.
It's very detailed, that game. It was ridiculous.
All right. So we've got Best Action Adventure Game. We've got Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Ghost of Yotai. I don't know why I said on the beach weird. Let's start that again. Best Action Adventure Game. We've got... Okay, let's do that for a third time. Where's my record scratch?
That one.
All right. Best action adventure game. We've got Death Stranding 2 on the beach. We've got Ghost of Yotei, whatever one it is. Hollow Knight Silksong, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Split Fiction. This one could be hard, but I think it's mostly between, I think, Hollow Knight and Ghost of Yotei.
I was going to say that as well.
Yeah.
Maybe Death Stranding, but that's a long shot.
Yeah, I mean,
Long shot calling it an action adventure game.
Oh, no, I would say that. It's the first game, you're right. But this one, there's definitely a lot more action and adventuring.
I got to give Indiana Jones another crack. That game looked fantastic. It just, the first hour just didn't catch me.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people say
Everything I've seen of it, I would agree. Like, it looks beautiful.
That was the
But
first
it's also
game
I haven't seen any, other than just walking, I haven't seen any other actual gameplay.
The whip mechanic's cool, I guess, but that was the first jump cut. That was the first game I tried and maxed out when I got my 5080. And it ran perfectly. It just, I got to a point and I was like, okay.
Just as not linked to this at all, just as an aside, one of my friends just got a 5070 and they dropped it and their computer off at my place, and I was like, can you put this together for me? I was like, yeah, you got a better card than I do now, but yes, I can do that.
Oh, quickly, not on the thing of the Game Awards real quick. Did you see that RAM prices have now gone through the roof just like GPUs?
Yes.
I saw they've quadrupled.
I haven't looked into why it was, but
It's AI. It's like AI processing.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah, it's the exact same as the GPUs.
Of course it would be.
All right. Let's jump back into this. I think
it's got to be Ghost of Yotei.
I think it's going to be that or Silksong. I would love for it to be Ghost of Yotei because I feel like that game's so good, and I feel like it's going to get overshadowed by so many other games this year in other awards. It would be so nice if it won that.
Wasn't it another one we saw people saying it shouldn't be on there?
Heaps of people thought it shouldn't even be nominated for Game of the Year or anything, which it didn't. Spoiler. But so people love to hate this game. I think there was so much stigma around Ghost of Yotei before it came out because of the backlash with the protagonist and then the voice actor, and
that she being a woman samurai.
Yeah, type. There was a lot of stuff that I think it soured the taste in people's mouth, and people should really give this game a try. It's fun.
I still haven't finished it.
It's more of the first game, and it's great.
I love how they can excuse, I have no problem with being a bug using a needle as a sword and doing a
but sexy
but playing as a woman, no, that would never have happened in they're not saying it's a historical, true to life game, were they?
Oh, they very much do push that in these games.
Do?
That it's this could have happened.
But also technically not a samurai either, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Got to finish that game. I might play some of that tomorrow.
You should. All right, next category. We've got Best Action Game. We've got Battlefield 6, Doom the Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance. I'm a bit torn what could be best action game this year out of these.
Yeah.
I would very much... Hades 2 would be cool.
But I feel like
that'll piss a lot more people
awards.
off.
I would narrow it down to it's going to possibly be one of the first three. I don't think
it's not going to be Doom.
4
I think it probably should
Shinobi.
be Ninja Gaiden 4. I've heard nothing but people loving that game, and that is what I would call out of these, besides maybe Doom, and I haven't played the new Shinobi game, seen it. I feel like Ninja Gaiden is that's an action game.
It is. I don't think as many people picked it up to play
no
it,
way.
though.
No way.
And I think this is going to be more decided on numbers.
Who had Game Pass and gave it a crack.
Yeah.
I don't know if Doom should win this for best action game. It's a good game, but I couldn't believe. I fucking love Doom. Doom the Dark Ages could not hold me past an hour and a half. I could not believe it.
Everyone got very excited for the dragon, but yeah.
I don't know anyone who played more than an hour of this game, and only a couple of people picked it up, and it was free on Game Pass. I feel like that's one of those. Doom the Dark Ages is one of those games I think got affected bad by Game Pass, where so many people got to just touch it and didn't put too much time to it because they didn't buy it, and they didn't feel obligated to.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's one problem that Game Pass does have, is sometimes you're spoiled for choice and then you don't give stuff enough of a crack.
Yeah, because there's no weight to any of the...
No. Yeah, exactly. So what do we think? maybe I reckon I would love Ninja Gaiden 4, but I think maybe Hades 2. But I also wouldn't be surprised if Hades 2 didn't get it.
Hades 2 or Battlefield, I could narrow it down to.
If there's an FPS category, surely they won't give this to Battlefield.
Yeah.
It
depends what people vote, because I
is-
mean the combat
yeah.
is very heavy in
I
Battlefield.
was just about to say, it is the most action-packed FPS you could probably play. All right, well, let's have a look at the next category. Next category, we have got best VR/AR game. I have not played any of these, and out of the best VR/AR games, we have Alien Rogue Incursion. Was it Arkham Age, that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ghost Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR, and The Midnight Walk.
I have seen stuff for Alien Rogue Invasion and Arkham Age. Arkham Age looks really cool. I just haven't seen, like, I've only seen the teaser trailers and one or two small bits of gameplay. I haven't seen any long form gameplay, so I want to see more of that. It is probably one of the games I would pick up and try as soon as I get VR.
Yep.
Alien Rogue Incursion looks very good. I've seen a lot of people saying it is, now that they've released the non-VR version, more people are playing that than ever tried the VR.
Yeah, well, that's always going to be the case with a lot of these.
I have no idea what Ghost Town was. I don't recognize that at all. Marvel's Deadpool VR, I had someone tell me today, it is crap. It is not fun.
I could have told you that from the trailers I saw. There was about 3 or 4 days people going crazy about this game.
Yeah.
It looks like just a VR cash grab game.
Yeah. They said that, like, they had way more fun playing Batman Arkham Shadows, was it? The VR?
Whatever
Yeah, they had far more fun playing the Batman VR game.
That does look
than
very
this.
cool.
They tried this. They were expecting something that was like a bit more dark and gritty, and I was like, that's not really Deadpool's style, but whatever. They said, yeah, this just, they were so disappointed with it. It just did not feel fun
rated?
at all.
What, the game?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
Deadpool, so I'm going to assume it's either MA or...
Well, that's what I
R.
would assume, but like I could also see if it's it going the other way as well, being
Yeah.
like too friendly. You could do some cool stuff with a Deadpool game, like a
You
really
could do very cool stuff with it, but whether they actually managed to pull that off, well, clearly they didn't, because this person wasn't interested in it.
I would like I would like another really good Alien game.
Yeah. I don't know what the
Isolation was
Midnight
fun.
Walk is either.
It looks cool.
It's an interesting logo.
I've got no clue what's going to be these. I think this is a pretty underwhelming
You know
year
what?
for VR.
Let's give it to Ghost Town.
Ghost Town, yeah.
We should have signed in with our save point account and voted on all of
Oh,
them.
no, we'll rock and say what we voted for each one. We can see if we got it right or not. Just a bit more work for you.
Talk
okay.
a bit louder. We hate for the camera to cut me when I cough.
Oh, you're just advertising that you're about to cough. Hectic.
Yes.
Jump
This
cut.
goes out to the guy who said, why is there a random cough in the middle of the clip that we put up? All right. Next category. Best mobile game. We've got Destiny Rising, Persona 5, The Phantom X, Sonic Rumble, the fucking horse game. I should have asked Zach how to say that. And Withering Waves.
Umasumi.
Yeah.
Umasumi Pretty Derby. I should fucking know this. I did 5 years of Japanese. I'm an idiot. All right. So
I don't want it to, but I think it's going to go to the Umamusu, the horse game.
Yeah,
the
the horse. I think the horse game will win. That got pretty.
Everyone, like, it was...
They got obsessed with it for a
Yeah.
while.
It's because they're all furries.
The Persona game was big for about a week. I have not heard anyone talk about it. I played Destiny Rising for a little bit. Man, if I had that when I was 14, I would have played the fuck out of it.
Yeah, these days it's just like more of the same, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'll just quickly show. We'll talk about it later. I've got my fucking... ended up getting my Thor. I would play the fuck out of that on this. I might get it. Actually, I think I've already got it downloaded.
Yeah, I got COD on mine.
I think horse game will win.
Yeah. Sonic Rumble I haven't even tried, and I don't know anyone else that's tried it, and I don't know what it's like.
That's not like you. You're wearing a Sonic shirt right now.
I am.
That's every fucking
I'm
day
also
of the
right
week,
next
bro.
to me, my Samsung phone, which Sonic
Okay.
Rumble is not on. It is only on Apple Arcade, last I checked.
That's hilarious.
Apple Arcade exclusive.
Yeah.
What the
It's the
fuck?
same as the last Sonic mobile game. Sonic.
You had a Sonic Dream?
It was like Sonic
he has a
Arcade
Sonic Wet
Dreams
Dream,
or
bro.
something.
When you get a Sonic tattoo?
No, thanks.
Gotta go fast. Gotta come fast. All right. Next category. we've got Best Debut Indie Game. We've got Blueprints, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. What is that? Despelote, and then Dispatch. There's only 4 games here, and 3 of them I know, and they're 3 great games. I don't know a ton about Blueprints. I just know people love it. I've been playing Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and it's a fucking amazing game. And Dispatch is like the renaissance of like adventure game, episodic adventure games, which we haven't had any decent ones in years. So I feel like it's got to go to Expedition 33 though.
It's the big one, yeah.
I feel like it is. I don't know about the development of Blueprints and that other one there, but
everything I've seen for it and everything I've been told about it, it seems really fun.
Well, that's different to my point I was going to say. But I was going to say, at least compared to the rest of the ones that I know of on there, Clair Obscur is really the biggest example of a debut indie game.
Yes.
Just because that people on that team was their first time doing anything game related.
And they
anything like that, yeah.
There was a 5th game though, wasn't there?
Yeah, I was just about to say. So, bit of Game Awards drama, but also in a good way. Best Debut Indie Game had 5 nominees. It's only got 4 now. The 5th nominee was Mega Bonk, which is a great little like roguelite or Vampire Survivors style game. And the developer, he put his hand up and said, hey, I think I shouldn't be nominated for this because this technically isn't my debut game. It's the first debut game in this studio name, but I've made other games before in other studios.
Yeah.
This shouldn't be on there. And they took it down.
Yeah, he willingly withdrew.
It was really good of him. And you know what? I think it's probably one of the smartest PR moves probably made because so much attention to that game.
Yep.
He's probably sold a fuck ton of copies
he was already selling a lot of them because it was a really good game.
Yeah, I've got Mega Bonk. I'm playing it on my Thor, and it's a really good experience on this. It's just good in general. Great little time sink game. For the money, it's ridiculously good value.
You're horrendous.
Yes, I am.
But I think best debut indie game, surely it's going to be
Yeah.
Expedition 33.
I want to give Blueprints a crack. I might download that.
I need to look into that and see what the actual gameplay is.
A lot of doors.
It's like, think of it like a map builder. Every time you go to a door, you get an option of like, hey, what do you want the next room to be kind of like?
And then you get to a point and it's like you find a sticky note that says all blue sticky notes are lies. And then every time you read it, you get further down. It's like, actually, no, anything with this text is a lie. And then you've got to build your way through that.
I'll have to watch some reviews. Some gameplay. All right, let's look at the next category.
Dun, dun, dun.
So next category, we've got best independent game. We've got, fuck, they're trying to fuck me up with these names. Absalom. We've got Ball X Pit or Ball Pit. I've heard a few people talk about Ball Pit. Blueprints, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong. This is going to be a hard one as well. I think those last 4 are really going to be the ones to go up against.
See, I think with what we had before for like indie, I think Clair Obscur should win that. I think one of these games should win best independent game. Rather than like Hades, Hollow Knight.
Well, no, what other category were we talking about?
The previous one.
Which was, sorry, I've already forgotten.
Best debut.
No,
best debut.
I think
I think Clair Obscur should win this one because best independent game. This is from an independent studio. Clair Obscur could be a AAA game. How fucking good it is. There's a couple of things that are AA. Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silksong, they're great games. They look great, but they're very much indie coded. If I gave you Clair Obscur and you had no idea about it, you would think that it's a AAA game. I think Clair Obscur should win the best independent game. If you're looking at it, look. So the actual award is best independent game for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. I think Clair Obscur knocks this out of the park more than those other ones by far. If you're taking that into account, it's talking about technical achievement and creative, outstanding creative.
I've got nothing to disagree with you on that. So.
Yeah. I think the other ones are great. If it was talking about, I don't know. This is the first time I've seen a game that is a true indie game, but it feels like it is AAA and looks and has so many things behind it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a great competitor to show that like all the AAA game developers going, oh, people want this, people want that, they want less single player.
You're right.
They're all talking out of their ass. This is showing that just like, no, people want narrative-driven single player RPGs.
I just want quality games that aren't microtransactions. I don't care about everything else. Just don't give a shit.
There it is. It's right there for you. You still thinking? I thought you were thinking about something.
No, you were talking, so I was just waiting to go.
It's not only me talking. It's the whole point of this fucking thing.
Yes, so you finished your sentence, and I was waiting for you to
next
category.
next
one. Thank you, Brock. Good job. All right. So we've got Best Community Support. We've got Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. And I think I've got to read this to be able to fully understand what way I should go, but it's recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates/patches.
I mean,
Helldivers can't be in the conversation still when Fortnite's up there. Helldivers has just pumped out, a couple little things. They had the Halo.
They did have the Halo thing.
Like they've been releasing quite a lot. Like I check in like every couple of weeks. They're still receiving a lot of updates, there's definitely still a lot of people playing it and seem to be happy with it.
But I mean, like, didn't No Man's Sky release their second big Oceans update or whatever it was, the summer?
No, it's not their second one. This is like their 18th or something. Like they're like every 2 months or something, they release a massive thing. Just like, hey, look what we're adding into the game now. You can hear a whole bunch of oceans. You get a submarine and fishing. Their most recent one was the new ship type, like the build your own ship. Basically, actually, no, it wasn't the most recent. Second most recent. Basically did what Starfield was like, oh, look how cool our game is. Look what you can do. And No Man's Sky was just like, all right, bet. Here's our version of it, which is just as good.
Oh, that's right, because you can walk around it. You can look, like, open the back door of the ship now and just fly around.
Yeah.
It's autopilot.
Yeah, set it to autopilot and be like, all right, fly over here and just like, combat drop out of the ship as you're going wherever. And it's great.
I haven't seen anything on Baldur's Gate 3. Have they actually released any sort of updates?
I'm assuming they have. I'm actually downloading Baldur's Gate 3 right now into this thing to see if it all runs, but I haven't seen anything about it.
They said a number of months ago that they were going to do their final patch, and then there's been 2 more patches since that. So there's still... I don't think much of it is adding new content. I believe it's mainly bug fixes. I could be wrong on that, so please, commenters, don't murder me. I don't know. I haven't looked that closely into it.
Yeah, I haven't played it. Oh, that's not true. I played like 15 minutes.
Tom and I were saying just before that we both need to get back in and sink more time into it.
I need to really touch Baldur's Gate again. This game I have started and played the first like 4, 5, 6 hours of like 5 times. It's really fun, but I need to be comfy for this, and I don't have it on. I've got it on my PC.
Yeah.
I didn't buy a console. That's why I wanted to get on this.
Yeah.
Have a play on my Thor. I don't know how it's going to run. Probably won't run. Or
I mean, if you turn everything down to medium, it should run fine.
Well, the good thing about this thing is that you can run shit at the lowest resolution. It looks fucking amazing because the screen's so small.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 14, I don't know. I know a lot of people that play it. I've never heard them say a nice thing about it. Everyone seems to just play it out of hate.
Fortnite's still doing its thing.
Yeah, I would hate for Fortnite to win it. I feel like at least most of the other, maybe not Final Fantasy, but most of the others are releasing content. Like, it feels like a source of goodwill. It's like, hey, we want the community to be happy. Fortnite releasing new stuff just feels like, hey, what will you pay us more money for? Here's a whole bunch of Simpsons crap.
Oh, Fortnite will never stop releasing stuff. They've never slowed down. So that's the problem, is that they're so big. And you've really got to do... I mean, they're not very transparent, I don't think.
No.
But they release content like a motherfucker.
And because they're so big now, they can go, hey, IP, we want you. And they'll go, cool, done.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these collaborations, they're paying Epic. Would not be surprised if it's at that point.
Well, like, I think there's Stranger Things stuff in there now for the new season.
Oh, I think they've done like 2 or 3 Stranger Things.
But it's always, they plan it, well, it must be part of the whole like marketing ploy to be like, we're going to see if we can get the characters back in Fortnite just before the show comes out.
Yeah.
So they always do that shit, yeah. All right, well, I honestly don't know what one's going to win this.
I would like No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
I would put down for Baldur's Gate 3 or No Man's Sky.
You know what?
I would hope. For
I feel like
either
No
of those.
Man's Sky and Fortnite were in this last time, but I
don't
also
remember what won
I'm
last
really
time.
cheering for No Man's Sky. That game's been out for like 12 years now or something.
It's come a far way from.
Actually,
its
no, I think
first
it's nearly.
release
I think
where
it's
it was
nearly
like
10 years.
everyone
I was in
so-
fucking high school when that
Yeah.
game came out.
Everyone was so disappointed with it when it first came out. It's come so far since then. And
Kind of fucked. It's taken 12 years to get to the point that this is the
Oh.
game they probably wanted to release the first
I
time.
think,
they were too
they
ambitious.
already got to the point where they
Yeah,
wanted to be.
I think they got there
Everything-
like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, everything since then has been just like, hey, we want people to keep playing our game. Here's more stuff. And there's still work, like everything they put into this, they're using as a learning strategy for their new game that they're making. Light No Fire or something like that.
No idea.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the
What's
next
next?
category. It is best ongoing. We've got Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, and No Man's Sky. So to differentiate this from the other category, it is awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time.
Yeah. See, I could understand No Man's Sky winning if it doesn't win the other one.
Yeah.
I would say the other one, Baldur's Gate 3, definitely deserves the other one a little bit more than No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky 100% deserves this.
This-
I don't know. I feel like No Man's Sky deserves the other one, and I feel
Yeah.
like Fortnite gets this one because this was almost exclusively content. The other one's being transparent and saying things which I feel like Hello Games has always been very good with when it
But
comes
is
to No
like
Man's Sky.
ongoing content, sure, but is it evolving the player experience over time?
Yeah, the Fortnite changes how the game plays.
Yeah,
A
different
lot.
power ups and guns and all that. But this category and the last one, they're pretty damn similar.
It's much of muchness, yeah.
Because like I think at this point there's 29 categories. They're just finding something to fill the 4-hour time gap.
Yeah.
There's very, very similar.
But at the same time, I get that. But when you look at the Game Awards, it'll go to when there's like all the filler ones. Jeff Keighley will announce 4 in like a minute.
Yeah, he'll rapid fire them
But
through.
like, if like best debut and best independent games, like if they're all the same games and nominated for both of them, it could just be the one category.
Yeah.
And like same with this, the only one that's different is Marvel Rivals.
I mean, it gets to a point where some of these categories just feel like, oh, yeah, we're now going to take a break from the ads just to do this.
Yeah.
Rather than the ads being a break from this.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I mean, Marvel Rivals added a new character. I guess that develops the player experience over time. But that's the loosest
if
definition
that's
of the word.
thing, I'll just put Overwatch in there as well then,
Yeah.
or any other hero shooter.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the next category. We've got Games for Impact. This one's always been a weird one. So Games for Impact is for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. We've got Consume Me, Despelete, or whatever the fucking game is. Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, South of Midnight, and Wonder Stop.
I gotta say, same thing we did this for last year. I've not seen a thing on any of those games.
No.
I have. I've seen stuff for South of Midnight and Wonder Stop. I've seen a very bare hint of stuff for Lost Records. The other two, I've seen nothing for Consuming. I've seen a single trailer for Despelot, whatever we're going to pronounce it as.
Despacito. Do you have any thoughts on any of them?
South of Midnight, I reckon, is the one that I would give this to. It definitely gives the feeling of like, not pro-feminism, but like you play as a, I don't know if they're from New Orleans or if they're just from, south of wherever. I mean, hence the name South of Midnight. You're looking
makes
for
sense.
your lost mother. There's like a hint of like voodoo vibes to stuff as well.
Okay.
It definitely, like, it's one of those games where I saw someone else playing it. I'm like, that actually looks really cool and interesting. Nothing. Really?
I was trying to find something earlier when you're like, oh, feminism. Nah, go women.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I watched someone else play a little tiny bit of it and I was like, I kind of want to pick up that game, not because the gameplay looked especially, that looks really exciting, blah,
Because
blah.
the
It was-
message connects with you, bro.
Well, no, it's more that the story of it, I was just like, I want to know what happens next. I want to see how this evolves. Wonder Stop's the other one I've seen. You play as an ex-adventurer or exiled adventurer or something,
Ex-adventurer. Oh, fun.
working a tea shop and learning to forgive yourself from something. I didn't look at it too closely.
It's
but
very like
Uncle Iroh
what
vibes.
you usually think of indie games.
yes, I was about to say again a very heavy indie game category.
Did they have Hellblade on Games for Impact one year?
Yes.
Yeah, but I get why they did that.
Yeah.
I feel like Games of Impact should be indie game of the year.
AA indie games.
Yeah. Not even that, just like the ones that are like trying to be different.
Yeah.
All right. Next category. We've got innovation in accessibility. So we've got Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Doom the Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 26, and South of Midnight. I have not looked at any of the accessibility options for any of these games, so I could not tell you.
I'd love if we click on learn about the nominees. Does it tell us why they were?
I'm going to give it
this?
to Shadows just because Ubisoft put the only thing they focus on in their games is all the settings. They don't do anything, but I mean, like you can change like noises. You can do on like different modes for like when you walk things, the controller vibrates and all that sort of stuff for like vision impaired people.
Okay, there's a lot here. I don't know. I don't think we've got enough
No, we
time to
don't.
look at that. Let's just look at the next one. Anything that wins, anything that does this is just good.
Yes.
So like,
Which is
Yeah,
realistically
wider
is
accessibility is always a
is better.
plus.
Yes. All right.
bare minimum the game should have realistically.
Yes.
All right. Next category. Best performance. We've got Ben Starr for Clair Obscur Expedition 33. We've got Charlie Cox for Clair Obscur Expedition 33. We've got Erika Ishii for Ghost of Yotei. We've got Jennifer English for Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Kanatsu Kato for Silent Hill F. And then we've got Troy Baker for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I feel like it's probably going to be one of the people from Expedition 33.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to say Charlie Cox just because I didn't even know it was him when I was playing the game. And as soon as I realized, oh, fuck, of course it is. It connected in my
Yeah,
head.
that's what we last episode I think we talked about it. Didn't Jennifer English also voice that chick in Baldur's Gate?
I don't remember. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, no. Which chick?
I don't know. I just remember
He doesn't
seeing
know. He hasn't played the game.
If it's one of the
the attractive women
okay,
in Baldur's
then-
Gate. That doesn't narrow it down. Yeah, I'd like to because I mean everything I've seen from
if you're talking about like Karlak or
brother, you're
He
just
doesn't
naming-
know. He doesn't know. Fuck off.
no, I don't think she was one of the main.
I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Erika Ishii did a good job, but I don't think she's going to win. People don't
No.
like her.
No, people.
This is it's an online vote. People don't like her. Jennifer English did a good job. Kanatsu Kato, she also did a very good job. Troy Baker.
Did Troy Baker?
No, he didn't do Troy Baker. At least from what I've seen, Troy
Yeah.
Baker did a really, really good Harrison Ford.
Yes, that's
I
what I've
hate
heard
to
as
admit
well.
it because Troy Baker has just won that many awards and is known as the guy who does all the voices or for everything. And he's
Yeah.
a very good voice actor. But he did a really good Harrison Ford. And even there's an interview of Todd Howard talking about when they were doing the auditions for this. He's like, we're not getting Troy Baker. We're not doing Troy Baker. We're just not doing Troy Baker. And I think someone said to him, like, oh, come on, let him just do it. He's like, oh, fuck, whatever. And he's like, fuck, we're getting Troy Baker. Because he's so good at it. And even if you don't like him, and sometimes he can be a bit, how you going? And I think he knows that he can be a bit like that, and people don't like him that much.
Yeah, he's
He
very
did a good job.
oversaturated, I think, in the voice acting.
Oh,
sphere.
very much
realm.
so. I think I would like to say Charlie Cox just because I feel like he put in a really good performance for a game. It looks like it sort of felt like he gave a shit.
Yeah.
This one, I can't pick for this one.
But also it is, I will say, Charlie Cox being the main character for a indie game. I don't know how they managed that.
Oh, he didn't. He just did it for something to do. I don't think he thought it was
Yeah.
going to be a big hit.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'll go. Like when characters do, and actors do like random shows in cartoons and stuff. They're like, I'll just go throw my voice
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, but I mean,
Just
like,
for some pocket
games is
change.
like a way bigger effort for that. Like doing game, like I've always heard voice actors talk about doing TV shows, cartoons, anime compared to a game. Game's always the big one, the big payday, the one that's a lot more time and effort put into
Yes,
it.
because you got to do a whole bunch of stuff that most players may never see, but that's far more involved in. Hey, rather than like, I know exactly what the story's going to be, so I just have this many lines. It's I got to record 6 different takes for depending on what the character chooses for that particular emotion in that moment.
And I feel like it's a very good career move for Charlie Cox here, because this is giving him a very big fan base, I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he was big because of, like, the only thing I really know of him as is Daredevil. I don't know what else he's been in.
Like, a couple of little things, nothing massive.
But this is, I feel like, something that is just different enough.
Yeah.
That gives a bit more clarity and people are going to like him more.
Brings him to a
and
wider audience.
Little things like this, like the right game doing something like this, he might start getting other roles because of this now.
He recorded for a total of 4 hours and felt like an utter disappointment doing so because he thought he felt like a fraud. He only recorded 4 hours of voice lines for the game.
Really?
Yeah. I remember seeing something on...
That's so little.
That is really little.
I remember seeing something on Twitter and I was like, he was in the recording studio for 4 hours maybe. They knew what they wanted, which is why the recording was so quick and efficient compared to other game projects.
Yeah.
Because he shouldn't feel he receives praise because he feels like a fraud. Because he would have rocked up once Saturday afternoon.
That's good of him even saying that, because he understands that this is a real profession and he's not just... One pet peeve, and I know a lot of people have this, is when there's games or anything and then a big star comes in to do the voice acting and it's just like they obviously don't care and it's just a payday. Charlie Cox looks like he's actually cared about it and he's realised, no, this is a real art form to be a good voice actor.
I looked it up as well. Jennifer English did Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty much the same voice now that I think about it. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know who will be, but I think they're all good nominations. Honestly, I think they could all.
Yeah, I mean, from what Erica was fine in Yoto.
I think she had some good times, but I think
deliveries. But
I don't think she will win.
Oh, definitely.
I think a lot of that is because of her herself. Some of the things she said.
Rock's very offline.
No, sorry, I'm thinking back to, like, because I've just on Jennifer English voicing Shadowheart, I'm now thinking back to all of the D&D live play stuff I've watched of the voice actors playing their characters doing live D&D. And I'm just like, now rethinking, like, was Shadowheart even in any of them? And that's why I didn't recognize her. Because I know, most of the others have been in there, but I don't know, maybe I just haven't seen any of her.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, anyone can grab it. I know that there's one that won't, but we can move on.
Yep. All right. Next one. Best audio design. We've got Battlefield 6, Clair Obscur explanatory, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, and Silent Hill F. This one could be hard. I would not be surprised if Death Stranding gets this.
Yeah.
Because it's got really good audio design, but also one thing I've really liked that they've done in this and Death Stranding 1 is when you're driving, you hit certain invisible checkpoints and it's a really scenic place and they play a song and they'll put up in the top left corner this song by this artist and they'll just play it the whole time and it usually marries up really perfect to when you hit the destination.
Yeah.
Very vibey.
I had a minor
very
argument
vibey
with someone on this category because I was saying, like, hey, audio would include music. They were saying, no, if they can't be nominated for their music, this is just sound design. And they were like, there's a separate
best in-game audio and sound design.
Yeah, they were saying that there's a separate soundtrack category, which they could be nominated for, but this shouldn't be anything about music. And I was like, I don't agree with that.
See, I do and don't. I don't agree that this should be the quality of the song. At least for Death Stranding, it's how they use the music and when they put it. So it's stuff. Yeah, exactly. I don't, at least from what I played, I don't really agree with Clair Obscur because I honestly felt there was times the music's great in that game. In explanatory, the music is really good, but there was times where I was very much getting like, oh, don't tell me this certain area they loop this one like 60-second track non-stop type of deal, and I go over this certain rock and it triggers it like. That was one of the things that made it feel not as AAA to me. The music's really good though.
Yeah. See, I would have thought like the sound design in Arc Raiders is fucking fantastic. Like all the little butts, the robots, like the UI and the menu, all that stuff sounds incredible. I would have expected that to be up there, but again, that could just be recency bias.
Yeah.
And
honestly, Battlefield 6 could get this.
The War Tapes mode with the audio is ridiculous as well. It's so loud and it makes you feel very, very involved.
I don't know what it could like. Silent Hill F is really good for this as well. Yote is good.
It's got some moments.
It does, but I feel like it could be Death Stranding 2 for this one.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess that could go anyway, really.
Yeah. Next one.
We have got Best Score and Music.
Yeah.
So we've got Christopher Larkin for Hollow Knight Silksong. Darren Korb for Hades 2. I don't know how to pronounce that. Lauren Testard for Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Toma Ottawa for Ghost of Yote. And then we've got Woodkid and Ludwig Forsell for Ludwig. For Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I have not heard the music for Hades 2. I have heard all the other music.
Original song and all licensed soundtrack. This is that thing you were arguing about with your friend.
Yes.
Hollow Knight's good, but it doesn't give me as much of a vibe with that. Expedition 33, the music is good. It is. It's a bit different, but that's not bad. Yeah. In some areas. Very RPG.
French themed?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes and no. Ghost of Yote is more of the same. Not bad, but nothing different. I sort of feel like Death Stranding 2 could get this because there is so much licensed music in that game, and not just, hey, let's just pick this song. Kojima is a massive music guy.
Yeah.
You've got like a Walkman device where you can listen to different songs in this. That's been a thing.
Sony Walkman as well.
I don't know if it's in this one. He does I forget, but in Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear Solid 5, you could do all the same things. There's literally, you can listen to music and different soundtracks and things like that. I feel like it could go to Death Stranding 2. It definitely gives a bit vibe, but I would be honestly happy with probably all of these.
Yeah.
You guys haven't really listened to any of these besides you've heard.
I haven't played any of these yet.
I've heard some of the Hades 2 stuff just through like trailers and gameplay stuff, but I haven't listened to. I played a bit of Hollow Knight. Clair Obscur, I haven't heard anything, and then Death Stranding, just all the overture stuff, not actual any of the licensed choices.
All right.
What do we got up next?
Let's do next one.
Getting into the thick of it.
Yeah, everybody knows. Best Art Direction. Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. Ghost of Yote. Hades 2. Hollow Knight Silksong. This one, I think, definitely needs to go to Clair Obscur.
You reckon?
I think it's got a very unique art direction and art style, and I think they pull it off very well. It's different. Different enough, but
it's moody.
It's new. There's you get into it and there's a bit of stuff. It's like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's cool. Some of these areas are really cool. Like there was one part where it's like the second part you go into the game and it's like you walk into like a water wall. Yeah, my wonder wall. You walk into like a water wall thing and the whole area is like you're in a coral reef underwater. Like everything around you looks like it's water, and it's really like everything's really colorful and really cool. Some of the other areas are a little bit drab, but I think it's deliberate. I think this could win for that. I think there's a lot in this. The character design's really good. A lot of it's really good.
Yeah.
Right, so Clair Obscur. Cool.
I think Clair Obscur.
Next.
Unless you guys have anything else to say on that.
No, I was just thinking in my head about when we get to like, not this category in particular, but when there's all the games are at a certain level each year, that it's the same games repeated over and over in all the award categories.
I think that's from here probably.
Yeah, which fair, they all probably deserve it. Also, there's a lot of games that got released this year, and whether or not they're all at the same standard, awesome. But like, everyone's just going to vote for their favorite, and obviously, Clair Obscur is the favorite this year because it's indie, it's fantastic, all these things. But no one wants to see a clean sweep.
No.
It's
whether it's
not,
deserving
it's
or not,
fun
it's not a point.
A lot of the time, yeah. All right,
which
next
isn't a
one.
bad thing that it's a clean sweep. It's just boring to watch.
We've got Best Narrative. Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Silent Hill F.
I think there's another one that, from everything I've seen, Clair Obscur should possibly
Yeah,
win this one.
I have not beaten Clair Obscur. There's a few things in it where I'm like, yeah, I think this, like, I'm not to the point where I'm like, oh, wow, yet. But I feel like, and from everything I've heard leading up, I think it's going to.
How was Silent Hill F? I saw Beans play the end of it.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell what was going on.
I never ended up finishing it. It's a Silent Hill game, so multiple playthroughs, but like I've heard, like from what I've seen, good. I don't think it's going to be Clair Obscur though.
Yeah. I want to kind of find out what happens in the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 story, because I kind of got where they were going to go with it in the first couple of hours I played it, but then I was like, from everything I've heard about this game, this scale of this game is massive. I don't know what they're going to do for X amount of hours.
Yeah.
Not Death Stranding 2. I love Kojima for his narrative, but no, that game, no, it's not that.
I'm not minding the Yote narrative, but
Yote's
also
story's not bad. I could have predicted about 4/5 of it though.
Oh yeah, there's something that happened where I'm up to now. Well, last time I played it, and I was like, oh, I definitely saw that coming, like almost immediately.
Yeah.
I feel Jin's story still takes it
Yes.
by a mile.
100%. All right. I think Clair Obscur is going to win Best Narrative.
I think that might be
Same.
the general consensus for the next 6 categories.
Probably. Okay. Next one.
Oh.
Best Game Direction. Clair Obscur, expedition33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, and Split Fiction.
I reckon Hades too.
Do you actually think Hades 2 or just want to be different?
A little bit of me wants to be different, but I'm looking at what's there and I'm like,
Not Split Fiction.
yeah, no, sorry, not
The
Split.
game direction is run forward.
I think this will go to probably Death Stranding.
You reckon?
I don't
Okay.
I don't even agree with a lot of the direction or think that XYZ is good, but
It says creative vision there, and that's Kojima.
awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and
is like-
design.
yeah, I
which
can-
you can't deny. Like a lot
Yeah.
of the stuff that's in that game, and it is a big leap from the first game. Same DNA, obviously, but yeah, I think Kojima could probably get this, and also Jeff Keighley fucking loves Kojima. He sucks him off so hard.
Now that he can actually turn up to the Game Awards.
Yeah, I mean that was like a decade ago.
I
but
know,
yeah,
but it's still people are very annoyed about it.
Oh yeah, very much so.
And rightfully so. Anyway, next one.
Yeah, but I also wouldn't be surprised if Clair Obscur gets it. But I think Kojima will get that.
I think we're up for Game of the Year next.
Let's have a look.
Oh,
of the
yeah.
Year.
There we go.
All right, so Game of the Year. We've got Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silksong, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Clair Obscur will win.
Yeah.
Expedition 33 will win.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong, but we could go through and say why we think the others, like what the
Won't
reason
get
is
it?
they're not going to get it.
Because Clair Obscur is nominated for 12 out of the other 29 categories?
Yeah.
You don't get that if your game's bad.
No.
Clair
very
Obscur will
true.
win, but if it doesn't, I will be happy with basically anything.
If it wins the other
Actually,
11
I
awards.
will not be happy if it goes to Death Stranding 2. I don't think that game deserves Game of the Year.
I would not be happy if it goes to Donkey Kong.
I don't think
Really?
enough people...
Yes, I don't think that. Cool, Game of the Year. By the way, you can only play this game on one platform.
That doesn't matter.
It does to me. Game of the Year is, I think, is a thing that like more people should be able to experience it. More people should have input on it. If your game is locked to one singular platform,
This comes back to
And-
the DLC thing with last year with...
true, it's
Erdtree.
very similar to it. Yeah. If I have to buy a whole new console to play this game, that means that not many people are going to be playing that game.
Death Stranding 2 is only on PS5.
A lot more people have PS5s than
That
Switch 2.
doesn't matter. I don't think that's a fair argument to say just because you need to have a Switch to play Donkey Kong. That
I
it shouldn't
think
be
probably
voted
more
Game of the
people
Year.
bought Donkey Kong than probably played Death Stranding.
You reckon?
Yep.
Probably.
I'd
Probably.
be very, very surprised if
No,
that was the
because
case.
everyone who has a Switch 1
And basically needs to get Donkey Kong because if they want to use the Switch.
and they haven't had a good game release in 6 months, and everyone buying Donkey Kong is Nintendo cucked and has already pre-ordered the Switch.
Yep.
That's just the simple. You're just upset Sonic's not there.
I don't mind at all that Sonic's not there.
I would like to see Kingdom Come just come through and be like Game of the Year. That would be really cool, especially if they're gonna give every other award to.
People have been going crazy about Kingdom Come in the last week before all these nominations, saying it deserves a win, XYZ. I haven't heard anyone fucking talk about that game since it came out.
When did it come out? It was early this year.
It was March or something.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anyone talk about it.
Everyone loved it when it came out and everyone was playing it because there was nothing else big out at the time.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad at all. It probably deserves to be up there or deserves to win, but man, I haven't heard anyone talk about it. And that's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is very much a PC game.
Yes.
Yeah, but then I played it on PC and everyone said because it's a console port from PC. To PC.
Are you sure? Are you sure about
I'm
that?
almost positive we've had this conversation before. I'm pretty sure.
I feel like wasn't Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 very much a PC game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kingdom Come console.
Because I heard that it didn't. I could be wrong. I heard that it didn't play very good.
Very nice on consoles.
I'm pretty sure Mark tried to play it and he was like, it doesn't play very good on the console.
They're developed simultaneously, not as a port. But
but the first game, it's a PC franchise. But
they may have made the UI far more console friendly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say it's definitely a PC game.
Everyone I know who played this besides one person played on PC and they all basically said the same thing.
Yeah.
It was fun, but they just gave up on it. It got a bit boring after a while.
The mouse and keyboard controls, I tried doing it with controller on PC because it just didn't work well. I think it's definitely a sit-down RPG. Sitting in that chair for an hour and a half trying to get through that slog part at the start was just trying to hold the sword, but you're using a mouse, so it doesn't,
Hollow Knight Silk Song, that was so fucking big. Yeah. But again, I have heard people, it is petered off like crazy.
I think a lot of people got drawn into the hype that hadn't played the original game.
Yep.
And were expecting something different.
Yeah. Oh, I enjoyed it. I didn't fully get into it. That game has got so much to it.
Yeah.
I didn't fully get into it. I don't think it deserves Game of the Year. No. I think it's an amazing game. I just feel like the type of game it is, it's too limited in a lot of ways. It's really good, but it still essentially is in a lot of ways bare bone.
I
really
kind
good
of
polished.
feel it's there as just the token indie game present for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
It's just
Hades 2 is there as well.
I know, but Hades 2 I'd say is maybe not a AA game, but it's a...
I know what you mean. It's from Super
Giant have done quite a lot of games.
Yeah. So, I don't think it's going to be Hollow Knight Silk Song. I don't think it fully deserves that. Shout out to Team Cherry, Aussie developers. It's a great fucking game, but it's just not on the level of these other ones. And I don't think they could have competed. I think there's only very few indie games that could ever get up to that level. And I think the only ones I could really think of that are it's way more basic than that. But it's a Balatro.
Yeah.
Because that's a tick in my brain that you just get addicted to that shit.
Yep.
Yeah. There's so few games that I've been so consistent playing. Balatro's up there.
Yeah, it's probably the most consistent over the last, since we had this conversation last year, and we're like, oh, we might actually give it a go. And it was,
it was just
crack.
3 or 4 months of just, you were talking about nothing else.
Yeah. It's still the go back to just play whenever. But then Donkey Kong Bonanza, everything I've seen of that game looks fucking great and people love it.
People love it. It looks fun to play. It's just, as I said, in my mind, I don't think it should be nominate it, sure. I don't think it should win.
Yeah, that's very fair.
It probably won't. I think it's going to be the big ones that are going to be between is Expedition 33 and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Was Breath of the Wild or the other one ever nominated for Game of the Year?
I don't think Tears of the Kingdom was. Breath of the Wild, I feel like
surely
it was.
Breath of the Wild. I feel like they would have won. That game is so good.
Because I'm just thinking, when was the last time there was a Nintendo game, first party game nominated for Game of the Year? If it wasn't going to be Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, maybe Odyssey. No, Odyssey would have been the same year as Breath of the Wild as well.
Yeah, it was a launch title. I don't remember. Sorry.
Nintendo are good at making good games.
Yes.
But they
need to make more of them.
But they're very consistent at making good games. But it's very very occasionally that they make a great game like how Breath of the Wild was, and it's like such a standout. I was thinking about this the other day. Like, Pokemon is the biggest franchise ever. Have you ever heard a Pokemon game being nominated for any sort of Game of the Year or anything like that? Never.
No.
Never, ever, ever.
I mean, going back to the older games, when was the last like massive Pokemon game that was like? I mean, if you could nominate Pokemon Go for it, I reckon that would have won.
I mean, it might have been nominated for best mobile game for the year it came out.
Yeah.
If mobile game was a category back then.
But like, other than that, there hasn't been a solid Pokemon launch in a very long time.
Yeah, no, it's been a long time since
Yeah.
people really cared. I feel like the last
There's
time
been
people
games
got...
that everyone, well, not everyone, but everyone has their favorite Pokemon game. Rarely would you find that, like, I mean, you two both have different favorite Pokemon games to what I have.
but we've got the same ones. Oh, like, yours Gen 4, aren't you?
No, I like Emerald.
Okay,
Gen
no,
3.
he's Gen 3, I'm Gen 4.
But also,
Yeah.
I'd easily swap either of those out for Gen 3 or 4.
Yeah, they're very close.
Yeah. What my point was going to be, though, was that you can't just nominate a series. You have to nominate a single game. No one can agree on what the best Pokemon game is.
Well, but that's not the thing. It's
But-
at the time.
At the time when they release, people either like it straight away or they straight up just like, nah, this game's shit. I hate it. It's blah, 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 blah.
You're right.
It's also hard with when they, I mean, I don't know when the Game Awards started, but like all the good duo releases each year, like Ruby and Sapphire and like Diamond and Pearl and all that sort of stuff. You're going to nominate one over the other.
Yeah.
You'd have to do it as like
A combo, and I don't think anyone would really complain about that.
No,
if you were, you're being extremely pedantic.
Because up until like Black and White, where the differences were actually noticeable between the two of them. Like the other one's like, yeah, you get a few other Pokemon here and teams are different. Other than that, there's not a huge jump between them until you get to the later
right,
games.
Let's get off Pokemon. We've been talking about it too much the last
Couple of
2 months.
Yeah. Clair Obscur.
Game of the Year, I think it's going to go to Clair Obscur Exhibition 33. But
yeah.
out of this list, I think they're all really good picks. I just think Clair Obscur is going to win.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with any of them. I don't really care. Didn't see Call of Duty in any of that list, so that was good.
No, COD wasn't very good.
Battlefield got its time in the sun, which is nice.
Well, I want to quickly let's have a quick look back at all the other nominees for Game of the Year for the last, till 2018, it looks like they've got up on the website.
154 million viewership last year.
That's crazy. I mean, it's getting bigger and bigger every year. So, winners. Game of the Year was Astrobot last year. Do we still agree with that? Do we think in hindsight that Astrobot should have won?
I'm trying to remember what else was nominated for it.
We had Elden Ring,
Let's have a
Shadow of
look.
the Erd Tree. Hopefully it actually gives us the
Is
full
there a
list.
way for me to have a look? You guys keep going. And
There was Shadow of the Erd Tree. There was Balatro. There was Metaphor. What do we have? We had a look at all these not too long ago. There was a couple. Wukong? Was it Game of the Year? No,
idea.
it had Game Development or whatever the other one was.
Yeah, I don't remember what else was nominated, unfortunately. So, I mean, between what you've remembered, yeah, I can agree with Astrobot getting Game of the Year.
It was a cool little. I mean, they kind of deserved it. That team did wonders with all the level design and the.
It was a nice return to form to like a mascot style like game
Platformer,
Yeah, bring back
action
Sackboy.
adventure. Sackboy.
I also hated Sackboy, but like,
Yes.
he was just burned in my head from like the PSP era. Every
All
time I played
right.
Little Big Adventure.
2023. The winner for Game of the Year was Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, I can't deny that was going to win.
That was a very good game.
Compared to what else I remember being on there, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think Baldur's Gate 3 was very
If
good.
you
but
click it, does it bring up?
I've been clicking it 85 times, mate.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
fucking
was-
wish. I don't know why it doesn't.
Why is it highlight if it's?
I don't know.
I mean, they put a lot of effort into their website, it looks like. This is not Squarespace.
Yeah, I wish this really just showed.
Oh,
fucking
that's something
shit.
that might... When's Fallout come out?
Oh, like
Middle
in
of
a couple
December?
weeks or something.
Because, like, I don't know what else they're going to tease. Because, like, they teased a lot last year for what's coming this
It
year.
might be
think it's
Last of
December
Us or
4th.
something.
Yeah, but I mean, not even for Fallout. I missed it in general.
Elden Ring won for 2022.
Yeah.
Guess Game of the Year. I agree with that. I don't remember the other nominees.
Ragnarok.
Yeah, Ragnarok.
There was a few other little things there. I remember getting the platinum for Ragnarok as they announced Game of the Year, and then it was Elden Ring, and I was like, damn, that could have been really cool.
Best fighting game, Multiverses. Too bad that has died.
That lasted 8 months.
Just quickly,
Yep.
Fallout Season 2 set to premiere on December 17th.
Okay.
Yeah. Day before my birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Most anticipated game was Tears of the Kingdom that year.
Yeah.
And it didn't win
And
the next year. Okay. For 2021, the game of the year was It Takes Two. Oh.
see, I think that was a much, from what I played of that versus what I've seen of
What's it? Yeah.
Split Fiction, that I had a lot more fun with that.
So let me have a look. Game of the Year 2021 nominees.
Yeah,
I
mean, look, I still have people buying that game now in 2025.
Yeah.
It stood the test of time. People are still wanting to buy it and play it. So
Yeah.
Resident Evil Village, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Deathloop, and Psychonauts 2. Not a massive.
That's not a big year.
No.
Deathloop was cool for a very niche group of people.
I like Deathloop, but it
needed to be so much longer.
Yeah.
it really did.
Yes, you could do infinite loops and all the rest of it. By like the 15th or 16th loop, you can nail that thing
I
down
feel like
in a second or third playthrough.
It needed like a year or two more development just to give more content. It was a good game, but just didn't have enough content.
And
there.
once you caught on to how, like, once you figured out the first guy and then the second guy, and you're like, oh, I should be pretty easy to figure out the third guy now, reset, and you just nailed them all in the right order, and you're like, there's no replayability here because it stays the same. It just depends on the time of day.
Yep.
yeah,
Ratchet and Clank not getting up there, I mean, it was a very good game.
Resident Evil Village was a good game. I'm surprised that didn't take it, but as well, I think that was just a lackluster year.
Yeah.
Metroid Dread. I know lots of people liked, but I mean, it's a Metroid game. It's more niche than.
Yeah. Let me search that back up.
I wonder if they're going to do... Oh, stopwatch. They could have... Because who did... Arcane did Deathloop, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Let's have a quick look for the nominees for last year again. Metaphor, ReFantazio, Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, and Balatro.
Black was nominated.
Yeah.
I'm happy with Astrobot, but I also sort of wish Balatro got that. That was a pretty stacked year, though. I won't lie. That's pretty stacked.
I would have been...
So I'm not too disappointed with that.
Balatro or Black Myth would have been my picks.
All right, and for 2023, we're just going to quickly go back on these ones. Was Alan Wake 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Baldur's Gate 3, Tears of the Kingdom, Resident Evil 4 Remake, and Spider-Man 2.
That is just the easiest win ever.
Oh, I don't know. Resident Evil 4 was fucking good.
Yeah.
That is one of those rare remakes where it lived up to the original, and Resident Evil 4 is one of the best games of all time.
I still think like Baldur's Gate 3, I think deserves the win.
For the scope,
Yeah.
But also, this comes into the debate we were talking about. Wasn't Baldur's Gate in early access for fucking ever?
It was, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
not forever. It was for a couple of years at least.
Yeah,
Yes.
see that. I don't know how I feel about that then.
Yeah, that was a sort of subtopic we may have been going to.
I think we can
discuss?
still get onto it. We'll get through these. All right, for 2022, the Game of the Year nominees were Stray, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, A Plague Tale Requiem. Fuck, I forgot about that game. Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, and Horizon Forbidden West. So it was really between Elden Ring and God of War.
Yeah. Stray was cool for all of 40 minutes, and you go, cool, I'm a cat.
Yeah, I've experienced the game. What else is there to do?
Yeah, there was one little race thing you had to do, and you had to get a timer to get a trophy. I tried that for longer than I played the actual story.
Yeah, I get Elden Ring winning that. All right,
But I mean, Christopher Judge got his voice acting win, so I mean, that's enough.
And we already looked at 2021, so let's look at 2020. Oh, fuck, whatever. 2020 was Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Doom Eternal, Last of Us Part 2, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't remember what won this year. Let's have a quick look.
What was
And the winner was, for 2020 Game of the Year, was Last of Us Part 2. I don't agree with that. I think Ghost of Tsushima should have won.
Yeah, definitely. Back to what I was saying before about Switch games getting nominated. There's been one almost every year except the last 2 years.
Yeah. Last of Us is a great... 2 is a great game, the story I just still can't get over. Ghost of Tsushima, I think, was a real good breath of
Start
fresh
to
air.
finish, that game was hectic.
Yep.
Last of Us Part 2 was... Everything about that game, bar the story, was what made that game good.
Yes.
Which everything about the first game was the story, which made it good. So, massive... Apparently, they're teasing a third thing, like a third part, but they don't know how to do it or what to do with. But I think it's just to catch up with the show.
Oh, yeah. All right. For 2019, the Game of the Year nominees was Control, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Death Stranding, and The Outer Worlds.
Did Outer Worlds win?
Well, the winner was Sekiro.
Yeah, okay. Oh, look, there's Fortnite there again. It's best ongoing game.
I'm happy with that.
I sort of wish that was Resident Evil 2 Remake. That was also fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That is, again, another game where people like the remake lives up to the original, and it was completely different. But Sekiro is also a great game.
Wasn't Control pretty well received as well?
It was, yes. It was very well
I
thought
tried
of.
to play Control, and it was fun and also boring at the same time. I think that needs me to be like having a fucking rainy night or something and just pump that out.
Gave me Prototype vibes.
Yeah, I sort of get that.
Slash
Also, it was
Infamous
made by Remedy, great company. All right, and then the 2018 Game of the Year nominees was Celeste, God of War 2018, Monster Hunter World, Red Dead Redemption 2, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and Marvel's Spider-Man.
First off,
Yeah,
why
we'll get onto that later. And the winner was for 2018 God of War.
See, I don't agree with
I
that.
don't agree with that at fucking all. Red Dead Redemption 2 is such a superior
Yes.
game.
which I think they caused a bit of... There was a lot of controversy when that came out.
I do remember this actually.
Because who was it? Everyone was pissed that Christopher Judge didn't get the voice actor nom for it because they went to Arthur Morgan, whoever voiced him.
Fuck, what's his name? I do know his name.
I mean, it'll be on the other list there. And then they're like, oh, but then the other way around, I agree God of War, but then you had
Roger
Elden
Clark.
Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Dead should have won that. That game was massive, and for how it performed on the PS4.
It still looks fucking amazing.
Yes.
I know God of War still looks good, but RDR2, you kidding me? That game is... shut up, phone. RDR2, that is a, like... If you had to have like a... Can you fuck off, phone? Wait, quickly, iPhone's updated, so now when like you have an alarm, you can't press like the stop cancel. You now got to fucking swipe, and it's annoying. I know
It's innovative though.
It's to wake people up and shit like that, but whatever.
That's so stupid. I just have a snooze and you just press it and it goes off.
Yeah.
It's a snooze button, but you got to swipe for the other shit.
I don't like that.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of those games where
You can go back every...
not even that, but it is Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of those games where I'm like, this I would put up in some of the best media of all time.
Yeah.
Not games, just media.
Yeah.
This is, hey, you're trying to convince someone, they've got unlimited time. Hey, your grandparents want to get into gaming and you've got to give them one game to play. I'm giving him Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't have any other game that would compete with. Yeah, I can't think of anything else you put up there as like a
Skyrim.
contender. Yeah.
But that's like...
It's in a different
very,
sense.
very weak contender, honestly, but it's the only thing I can think of that I would say has the same amount of replayability
only
and just
Minecraft.
scope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd also want something like, particularly like...
This is where I'd be showing someone being like, hey, games are an art form. Like, look at
Yes.
this. And Red Dead is just... The only thing that I can strike against Red Dead Redemption 2 is it's slow at the start.
Yeah, I was going to say
It
the
takes a
snow
while to
section.
get going.
But also, I feel like having that slowness at the start, it still sucks that there is that at the start, but I feel like that's what really gives the rest of the game impact because it feels like you've been with those characters for so long.
Yeah.
And I feel like if they cut that first 5-10 hours out, it wouldn't feel anywhere near as impactful.
Lenny. Lenny. I tried so hard to save that boy.
Yeah, fuck that. I need to go back and replay that.
I did because we were playing online, and it just I got 4 hours into doing that first section. I'm like, I know it's gonna get better, but my God, is this gameplay slow
It
at this point?
takes so long.
It's like,
It does,
you gotta go talk to this guy over here. Okay, cool. Walk over there. Yeah, we need you to go fishing. So, all right, go do fishing for half an hour. Come back. Oh, you gotta go skin the thing or whatever. And I'm like, brother, I know what to do. Just let me play the game.
Yeah, it's a long tutorial, but it does a really good job of, as you said, getting you to care about those characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, back to that last year's one or whatever we're looking at, Assassin's Creed Odyssey being nominated for Game of the Year is hilarious.
Okay,
Actually-
I didn't realize that's what you were going to bring up. I thought you were going to bring up the...
Was it Odyssey or Valhalla? Either.
It was
I think it was
Odyssey.
Odyssey, yeah.
I thought you were going to bring up that the logo they'd used for Spider-Man was the
PS1
PS1
Yeah.
game.
And then
Honestly-
the God of War one was from some fucking God of War show.
Yeah.
I don't know. That first Spider-Man game's hectic. I've got it on my Thor.
But I feel like this year's Game of the Year nominees is the most stacked it's been
For
in a while.
Yeah.
There's some years where there's like 3 or 4 really good games and a couple of like, oh, how you going?
Yeah, they just had to fill spots.
This is really like, I think the weakest link in this lineup is probably Death Stranding 2. I really like that game, but I'm never touching it again.
Yeah.
I feel like these other games are just, in a lot of ways, are better.
Yeah, we know someone who says Death Stranding 2 is their favorite game ever. They don't play a lot of games.
Well, they play a few, but yes, I know what... yeah.
So,
Anyway.
Good games, I should say.
All right,
I'm not going to fight you on that one.
Yeah, I'm happy with any of those.
Yeah. The only other thing we wanted to sort of bring up this episode, because it's an hour and a half already. We've just been talking about fucking Game of the Year.
We'll be doing it again in what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
The actual
2 weeks,
Game of the
yeah.
Awards. I really hope Flute Guy's back.
Oh, they'll get him back. They will.
I saw seeing him live at Hans Zimmer was ridiculous.
Oh, bro, that is still one of the best Game Award moments is when they played the fucking orchestral version of the Bellatrix theme.
Yeah, that was very, very cool.
Yeah, God, yeah.
He's like that. He was like
Chills.
that the whole time at Hans Zimmer as well. Just going ballistic by himself.
Yeah, off his head.
Yeah. And he's just like, he just gives him a bit of wood and he makes all his own flutes and stuff. And he just goes, yeah, let's do it. And just goes ham. Sitting there with his curly ass hair.
What was the topic
I was
you were
going to say,
like,
so this has come up a few times with Game of the Year, is should games that have been in early access and publicly available for over a year still be available for Game of the Year?
Yeah.
I think yes and no. I think the reason is yes, it's like, well, if it's a no, when do you put them in? Like,
Depends on playtests and stuff. I would agree. Yeah, cool. That's fine because there's a limited window for them to get like actual responses and stuff.
yep.
If your game's open, it's like, say Tarkov, for instance, it's been in early access and like that pre-stage for 6 years or something.
6,
now.
7 years, yeah.
Yeah, 6, 7.
Oh, no, don't.
Yeah, it's different when early access is essentially an extended demo. When you have early access, not the full game is not there, which Baldur's Gate was like that. Like they didn't have the.
They only had the first part of the game. But
Yeah,
the thing
like
is,
the first 2 chapters or something. They didn't have the.
the problem is, like, so Baldur's Gate 3 was in early access for like a year or 2 before it went into 1.0. And the problem is that game, I wholeheartedly think it deserves Game of the Year when it got it. But the problem is it's built up such a fan base already. It's given so much time for people to be like, oh, finally it's out. Let's all give it Game of the Year or XYZ thing. And it sort of fucks over other people. And it's already
It also means
been out and they've been able to polish it and do things that other people didn't have the opportunity to do.
Yes. You also have people who remember, like, they may not have played it since it first hit the store as early access. They may not have played the finished product. It may be drastically different. So their memory of it is very different. And that can skew it either, you know, it may have deserved to win on the finished state or it may not have deserved to win on the finished state. They're not going to vote that way.
Yeah.
So that's the problem there. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it might have to have a little bit of a grace period.
Yeah.
Because like Hades 2 is the one this year. Hades 2 has been in early access for like a year or 2 or something. I think it also depends if... Stop giving me that look. What the fuck are you going to say?
He's thinking.
I was going to bring up something in a moment, but I'll let you finish your thought. I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah, Hades 2 has been out for quite a while already in early access. But the thing is it the type of thing where when it went into 1.0, they only added a little bit. I'm not too informed about this.
No,
if they've only
I don't know either.
If they added a fuck ton of stuff, new content, a massive bit, and it's like, okay, now it's 1.0 and we're withholding all this, and now it is, and it's in that year, I think that's fine.
Depends on what they
But
add.
if it's just slow incremental things, sort of like, I don't know, for example, 7 Days to Die, all their updates where they add stuff, but usually it's like, oh, we changed the cities this way or did what. The fuck is wrong with him? He's just staring off in the distance like,
I was listening to you.
you look like you had just died. I just died in your arms tonight. But yeah, and I think it all depends on like what the finished release adds,
Yes.
and how much time it took for them to do that from when they initially put it out to the public.
I think that Game Awards already has maybe too many categories, but
Yeah, I think it does.
They need to round it out with an even 30, and this was going to bring up my next question on this, is going to be remakes, remasters, chuck it in their own category.
yeah, I agree with
Because
that.
did whatever Delta get any nominations?
Delta.
No, Metal Gear Solid Delta.
Oh no, it didn't. It didn't.
Because if there was a remake category, I think that would deserve to be in there.
Oh, that game is the lightest version of a remake you could ever do. It's basically just the highest end remaster you could do.
Yeah, but even
'Cause,
then,
I mean-
those games are now getting more and more popular.
And how many remasters or remakes have we had this year? Because we had Delta, we had Oblivion, we had... What was the other one? There was another Capcom thing that came through.
I don't know. Sorry.
This is going to bug me. But we've had quite a few that have been remakes or
Last year
remasters.
we had Silent Hill 2.
Yes. Maybe that's what I'm getting mixed up with Silent Hill F. But yeah.
I will say one pet peeve I have is people who don't understand what a remake is and what people don't, and they don't understand what a remaster is.
Yes.
Remaster is basically they're using
The original game.
the original game, the original tech or XYZ thing,
And
like
they
the
just-
skeleton, the bones of that, and just putting a new coat of paint on it.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Delta is probably the most advanced version of that I've ever seen. They put it into a new engine, but they've put, basically it's like they've cut out all the stuff they could and just pasted in there.
Yeah.
A remake is they've just used that game and they're trying to copy it over. Like literally trying to, if they've got the portrait of the original game here, let me try and do my own
Let me copy
interpretation
your
of it.
homework
New
and change it a bit.
engine, new engine, new tech, new gameplay, new... Like, the current Resident Evil games, they are remakes.
Remakes, 100% remakes.
Yes.
Like Resident Evil 2 is like no even close to the original. But Resident Evil 4 remake, that's completely different,
Yeah.
but the same.
New sections, new content, new...
Yeah.
Oblivion, Delta.
Yep.
I mean, Delta, as you said, it's like... It's closer.
It is still a remaster.
I would call them both remasters because
Yes.
they are remasters. They're not
Yep.
remakes. They are the exact same game. Just as you said, a fresh coat of paint, just a prettier color. Yeah, prettier coat of paint.
So people need to realize that because people use those words interchangeably and they're
And they
not
are
the
not.
same thing. They are not the same thing.
Same with music and remastering. It's still the exact same track. They're just tweaking it.
Yeah, exactly. It's the exact same thing. It's not a re-recording.
Just as a very quick subtopic before we leave the Game Awards entirely.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Do you think they need a couple of negative categories? Like ones like...
Most fucked up game.
Well, no, I was more going to say things like most disappointing launch or most...
They're never
like,
going to do that.
Fuck
I
no.
know, but there needs to be some sort of...
Name and shame.
Yeah.
That's
Worst
what
community.
Twitter, Brock.
Most racist community online.
Oh, Call of Duty will win that every year.
Worst chats.
No one's playing Call of Duty. Battlefield, though, there's been some moments in there. The GGs at the end of the
I've
game have
heard.
always been funny.
Yeah, no, you're cool, but they're not going to do that. I think they can cut out 10 of those awards.
Yeah.
Well,
And at the same time, though,
there's a lot of double ups.
there is. It also does sort of suck if you made some like super cool game in some way and it just can't be getting into those 20 that they pick. So it's nice that they do have those.
Do you think that like the last couple of categories, the esports and the streamers and the content creators, do you think they should be just a completely separate award?
No,
set?
because no one will care. That's like the streamer awards. Who the fuck cares about the streamer awards?
It's
Other
hosted by
streamers.
streamers, populated by streamers. It's like they're just voting for their friends.
It's just a circle jerk.
Nobody cares.
No.
Nobody cares other than the streamers, but they're streaming to... Most of them don't go and they sit there and stream the streamer awards because they're like, we can make money off this. Same thing. It's stupid. I'm not a fan.
Okay.
Is there anything else you guys wanted to say? Because we've been going for about an hour and 40 minutes now.
I do have one last little thing, which is our last thing on the list.
Oh,
because
yeah.
It's topical for this week. I've been playing Solo Leveling Overdrive. It is...
Isn't it a Rise Overdrive?
A Rise Overdrive, sorry. Yes, you are correct.
I got up to date with that show the other day as well.
I got to rewatch it. It's very good.
It is very good.
It's all right.
I'm enjoying the game. It definitely gives the vibe of, hey, this may have originally been slated to be a mobile game, and then we just upscaled everything. I will say the controls for the keyboard and mouse are horrible. You have 2 different confirm keys that are seemingly interchangeable, and it won't give me any sort of, hey, this one is going to be all the time, this one's sometimes. It is just willy-nilly. G is your main confirm key for some reason. I don't understand why. It's also your action key for picking up items and that. It's just
dumb.
Why is it G? Why can it not be F?
I have a thing
F is
for that.
one of my skill keys. Okay. I want to change some of this stuff. It won't let you change certain commands.
No, you
Some
can't
of them are
remap on
hard-locked.
mobile games.
No.
You move the touchpad around a little bit.
The tutorial was very quick. They very, very quickly breezed through if you've seen the anime, the first instance dungeon, and you don't get to play through the double dungeon at all. They're using the same, it's fully voiced in English, which I'm really liking because they're using the same voice actors, it seems like, from the anime.
They usually always do that.
Some of them are phoning it in though. A lot of the team that Jinwoo goes into the double dungeon with, a couple of the...
Oh, yeah, but I mean, we all saw what happened at the end of the double dungeon.
it's the guys who come back later on.
Yep.
One of them in particular sounds like he was not interested in being in the studio that day. He wanted to get out as fast as his character ran away.
Yeah.
Others are great. The main character is voiced by the same guy in the anime. Outstanding. Great. I do have a small problem with their level design.
Yeah.
In that I don't know if it's going, because I've only played for about an hour, give or take. I don't know if it's going to be sort of recycled assets for you're doing, I know you can repeat levels and grind them over and over.
Yeah.
But if they're going to recycle a lot of those assets and there's big open areas, it looks like, I should be able to walk straight through to here. And then there's just invisible walls everywhere.
Well, yeah, like how they do that depth thing with the mobile games, but it's just a ring on the ground with a little bit of fire that you can't run past.
Well, no, there's no fire.
It's just a wall.
So, for example, the instance dungeon, you're running through this abandoned train station, this underground subway station. There's sections where it's I should be able to run all the way to that wall, and maybe there's something hidden over there. Oh, there's just an invisible wall between these 2 pillars. I can't run past them at all. Okay, I'll go over here. Oh, there's an actual hologram wall that lights up here that definitely no, I can't go past there. Why not over there? It's a little thing, but it's something that breaks the immersion.
Yeah, I gotta watch the show again before I look at the game.
Other than that, it plays really fun. It's very hack and slash, but you can there is a fair bit of strategy with, you can either focus on dodging more than blocking, or you can do blocking, or you can just all out attack.
Rolling.
Which opens up different combos, and you can switch weapons mid combo to even open up even further.
Very Clair Obscur.
I'm enjoying it. I am definitely going to be sinking more time into it. It looks really good. It's going to be one of those games where it doesn't matter if it's 6-7 years down the track, because it's all anime styled. It's going to look as good as it does right now.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be really it'd be pretty good to play on this.
Yes.
Probably.
As I said, it definitely has the vibe of a mobile game. They're using, for all the story content, if you're not actively playing it, they have, they're using the original manhwa. They're using just shots from the original manhwa to tell out the story. I really liked it.
That's a cool
Some
idea.
of it's had new animations added to it. Anytime you're having a one-on-one conversation with a character, it'll have both models on screen.
Yep.
Anything that's between multiple characters that I've seen so far, it uses the original manhwa.
Yep.
Good thing for getting the correct terminology there, Brock.
Yes.
Why the fuck does he buy shit like this and doesn't play the big games?
I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with playing
I'm
this game.
surprised.
I'm sure it's fun,
It
but
only took me 6 months to get him to watch the anime.
I have played 2 things this last week. One
I
is
was gonna say
solo
this
leveling
fucking year.
And yourself.
and Ark. I've been playing Ark Ascended. And
Why are you playing Ark again?
Play the good Ark Raiders.
no, I mean,
Go back literally 2 weeks. This game sucks.
I did. We revitalized
It's
it.
better now
It's better because everyone.
because I'm
stopped-
playing it again.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 because I haven't experienced a lot of it yet. What I've seen so far, I am liking and I want to play more.
Yep.
So I might give it a revised review next week and just say, oh, yep, it's now a 9 out of 10. But depending on what happens with like the next couple of steps, that may go lower as well.
I feel like you two need to at least play one of those games in the Game of the Year list. I know you've played played Silk Song a little bit, but what is that it?
After what Jacob was saying today, I kind of want to get Blueprints.
Yeah,
That
It's
wasn't-
not,
that wasn't
it's not on there,
nominated,
but I
yeah.
want to play it anyway.
I think you need to at least do one. I have played everything
I
except
want
for
to play
Hades 2.
Clair Obscur.
Yeah, I've played everything except for Hades 2. I feel like you should get you would like Clair Obscur. I reckon you should
Yes.
get that and maybe Hades 2.
Yeah, I've always liked Supergiant games.
And it's
I
on
really
sale at the
enjoy-
moment.
I played their first game, their Bastion. I loved that.
Yeah, that was a massive one.
Didn't play Transistor. Didn't play.
Yeah, I was not a fan of Transistor.
What was the next? Hellpire or something?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Spire?
yeah, something like that. But no, I really liked Bastion.
Well,
So I definitely should.
Clair
yeah.
Obscur is 20% off on Steam at the moment. A lot of
It's also on Game Pass for nothing as well, I think.
Oh, okay. A lot of the Game of the Year nominees are on sale.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go get Hades 2 before it's
Do you reckon I should get
no longer on sale.
Expedition 33 on console or PC?
Console. That's a sit down game.
I honestly haven't touched my console since I played Yote last, which was like, I think 3 weeks ago at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think you enjoy it a lot more. It's a longer game, so
Yeah.
sit down. The only thing is, I would have a look. If it runs on that, get it on PC. That'd be fucking hectic to play it.
I need to get one of these. It's.
You need to do a lot of
Let's
I
not
do
talk
need to
too
do a
much
lot.
about it.
We're going to do a whole episode
I've
on
gonna
it.
do an
got my
emulation
Thor. I'm
episode.
currently downloading Max Payne 3 to play on it.
You were downloading Baldur's Gate. Did that finish?
No, it didn't. The download's it's doing like a megabyte a second. I don't know what's going
I
on.
think in the office here, it's a bit shit. I've noticed it's much lower speed.
Okay, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Because I downloaded stuff upstairs and it was fucking
We've
fine.
got 95 devices in here that are connected to the internet.
Yeah.
But no, I think we have a bit of a talk about this next week.
Yes, we have a dedicated episode.
Yeah. But
Dedicated.
Dedicated wham.
Dedicated.
But yeah, just quickly, I have now also got my AYN Thor. Ben has got his here
I've
as
had mine
well.
for nearly a month.
No,
3
not a
weeks?
month. Not a
3
month.
weeks?
It would be like 3 weeks probably. I ended up getting the Max model, or I think it was a Max or the Ultra, whatever the top one was. But enjoying this thing so much.
Yeah.
Who needs a fucking Switch when you've got this? Legitimately. But we'll get into it a bit more later on. But absolutely great. Fucking love this thing.
They've both the entire way through this episode. He's been playing around on it, just like out of view of the camera. I don't know if Ben's been playing on his every now and then, but
No, I turned mine off.
But no, it's a
Should've
great little
downloaded
device.
games.
have
I
you
just
put
thought-
Balatro on it yet?
No, I
Oh.
don't think I want to play.
I definitely can do that because I've got it on the Play
I don't
Store.
think I want to get Balatro on this.
Ben's face just then was just like the light of God had revealed itself to him.
I thought of doing it last week and I just completely...
Playing Pokemon Luminescent Platinum is fucking hectic mod of the
Platinum.
Diamond and Pearl remakes
Did you
for
want to
Switch.
tell as the last thing before we
Yeah,
finish up,
quick-
tell the viewers what you realized
Yeah, so
about Ben's experience the last
so
couple of weeks?
Quickly, the last few weeks, one of the main things that got me to get this is that there's a mod for Pokemon Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond called Pokemon Luminescent Platinum. And so it's the mod of the Switch game, and I love 4th gen. That's my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I hated those remakes. They just were shit. So I was like, I saw this. I was like, hey, it's hectic. It fixes all the stuff I want. It makes it like platinum.
We talked about it on a previous episode, and last episode again, I think Ben was telling us how much he had downloaded.
How much
a mod
I was
for Pokemon
enjoying it.
Platinum,
How many times he
and
played
how
it?
much.
So the other day, I live with Ben, And the other day I was like, I got it and I was playing it for a few days and I went up to him and was like, oh, did you know that you could go to the box and you can activate this thing or blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that. And he's like, oh, let me go get my Thor. I'll go have a look at it now. And he goes and grabs it and he's like, I can't see it here. And I was like, what do you mean? So I walk over and have a look at his Thor. He's playing a fucking completely different game to me. He's playing a fucking random Platinum mod.
To be fair, I have also always said I've been playing Renegade Platinum. I've not once said it was like the
I
luminescent.
don't think you said Renegade Platinum.
Yeah,
I think you just said
I have
he
not-
did say
okay.
it.
But obviously,
I thought he was just saying it wrong because there's a billion
Yes.
Platinum
no.
mods and he got
So
one stuck in
because
his
I was
head.
like, oh yeah, I'll get a Platinum on, and then I had after we talked about luminescent Platinum before we recorded one day, that Renegade Platinum popped up on my YouTube shorts, and I watched it for 3 days, and I was like, I'll download that. They're very, very similar in what they do to the main story for it. It's just
Yeah, so for those who are listening at home, and just to make sure I haven't misunderstood as well, Ben's playing a mod not for the Switch game.
Nope, for the
He's
original
playing
DS version.
Yeah, he's playing a mod for the original DS version, whereas everything that Tom's been talking about for the last couple of weeks has been for the Switch version.
Yeah, so mine's for the remake to make it like a proper Platinum remake and all this stuff. Ben just been playing a mod of the original, which is it's an amazing mod. It's great, but I keep talking to him about things and like looking back, I'm like, oh, no wonder he had no fucking clue. Like he's like,
completely
I
different
remember
games.
I went up to him and I was talking to him. I was like, oh, I can't wait to play it. And I was like, oh, the 60 FPS mod's going to be hectic, and he just didn't say anything to me. And I was like, all right, fuck me then. And I was talking to him the other day about the Alolan forms. I was like, oh, you can get all the Alolan forms and you can get all the Swayan forms or whatever the fuck it is for Arceus and all this stuff up to Gen 4. It's like really cool and you can do this and that. And he's just staring at me and it's stuff that isn't in this other one.
No,
and it's like,
you
oh, have
can-
you got the incense in that where you can catch a Pokemon for the other regions? And he's like, no. I was like, what? And then that's when I
Didn't get
found out.
the
It's like, you're playing a fucking different game to me.
Yeah, but like I had never said I was playing luminescent. I was just
Fair.
saying,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the one that I told you heaps, and you're like,
And
yeah, I
everything
got it.
we
It's
had
so
on the
fun.
screen was for the
yeah,
Switch.
Yeah.
But obviously when I went to look it up, I just typed in Platinum mod, and then I was like, this is cool. They've got like 60 hours in it already, so I mean,
Look, the best bit about this is like it's funny and all that, but the best bit about it is once you do finish this, you then have the whole of this other mod that we've been talking about to look forward to as well.
This
So-
mod's hectic. The only problem I'm having is there is a fair bit of crashing. I might actually get some troubleshooting from you afterwards.
Yep.
I have had zero crashing on my DS mod.
Yeah, but I think it's a little bit easier to run a DS mod than a
Yeah,
Switch mod.
stability wise, Ben wins this one. But
Yes.
The only crash I've
Content-wise,
had
I
is when
think
I
Tom
accidentally
wins.
turned it off, but that was my own fault. But no, it's
actually, that was something I might ask because now that I've been using my homebrewed 3DS again quite a bit, I keep having a similar problem I had with my original 3DS before I homebrewed it. The power button placement in this. I mean, we were talking about the charging ports on the bottom for some reason. We don't understand why. Surely there is a reason
Why
for
the
it.
charging port's there, you mean?
Yes. Rather than on the top. Where is the power button on this one?
Yeah. On the bottom.
On the bottom.
Yep.
Okay. And it's recessed?
nope.
Nah, it's flush.
Okay. Have you had
Actually,
any
it's a little
point
bit
where
raised.
you accidentally turn off the system?
No, because it has this really cool thing, and Tom noticed it the other day when you try to turn it on. You turn it on, you have to hold it down for an extended period. You can't
Yes.
just
But to turn it off.
that sleeps it straight
Okay,
back
if you
on.
just tap
But if
it,
you have
cool.
to hold the button down to actually turn it off and turn it on, if you press it when it's completely powered off, it'll vibrate.
Yeah, but it doesn't turn on.
It's like a travel lock. It won't.
It's
turn
like to
That's-
know.
okay, that's
it's like,
very cool.
hey, it's still got power, but that's it.
That's very cool. Because, yeah, with the original 3DS New, so
Is it
not
the
original,
bottom
sorry.
right.
It is on the bottom right, yes.
Yeah.
And then the cartridge slot is on the bottom left.
Yes.
And quite often, because of the way I used to hold it, where I'd have my pinky fingers underneath just to brace it, I had quite a few times where either because of like the way I was holding it or pushing, like trying to push the L and R or something, I'd either accidentally eject the card in the slot while playing the game and have it crash, or I'd accidentally bump the power button, which would then kick you out to the do you want to shut down window, which you can't from memory. I don't believe I could because I lost a couple of hours of progress to this. You can't then go back straight into the game. You have to choose either to power off or go back to the home menu.
Interesting. I would have like having a USB-C port on top of the AYN Thor would have been handy, just purely for convenience for
There'll be a
streaming.
reason.
Yeah.
There'll be, like Brock was saying, he thinks it's maybe for a dock later on.
A dock later on, or
Which I think it will be.
Yeah, either that or the interior placement of the battery means that it was, easiest to put the power.
I mean,
cable
I
there.
do have a transparent one. If you want to have a look.
Oh, yes, please.
Mine's not.
No, I like the purple one is what jumped at me straight away. I like
Purple
the
one's
idea
cool.
of the rainbow. It being a light color, like I feel like it's going to get dirty.
I don't think so. I think the glass on it. The reason I got this is because my new 3DS XL was the same
Yeah.
as this. Currently battling in Pokemon, it's a different material, obviously.
Yeah.
But
I just had too many bad memories from the DualShock, the DualSense for the PlayStation 5.
I can see that. Yeah, no, it's fine. Like so far, I haven't had even like any
There's nothing in there, is there, Brock?
shit from my hand.
I mean, there's plenty I can see. Just from looking at it at the moment, you could very easily, like just with where the battery is. So the battery's on this side here. Just from where it is, you could easily have the power input at the top. But I have a feeling, looking at it now, that they've done it to sort of optimize airflow if you are holding it so that it vents out the top
Yeah. You
rather
can definitely.
than venting any other direction.
That's probably it. Honestly.
It sucks in from obviously the circular fan there on the back. Because
Yes.
if you put it down on, like you rest it on a table or on my bed or something like that, you can hear that fan kick into overdrive so quick.
Yep.
But yeah, like the battery size looks about the same as what's in the 3DS. I expect it's a much higher capacity.
6,000?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's way higher. From memory,
But I mean, I've been playing.
I think it's like a 1650 for the original
Yeah, I mean,
3DS.
I've been playing. I can get a whole day sitting there playing the DS games, like full, like 12,
Yeah, it's
13 hours.
This thing's great with battery.
PS2 obviously was a little bit shorter, but I mean, like realistically, I'm not sitting there in a single sitting and playing 6 hours of a PS2 game. I would love to. I'm going to look at one of the docks if they end up doing one of those because
Yeah, if not, you can buy a cheap Switch dock.
yeah,
I was doing it fine, but it had a little bit of input lag. But I think that was more the actual, more the dock than anything, or the cable. But I'm just going to test out. As long as you got power into it as well, should be fine.
yeah, I did find that thing, the power delivery button today, the direct power supply.
Yeah. All right. Well, if that's about it,
Yep,
is there something you got to say there, Brock?
there is. We will save it there.
All right. See you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.